So, what do you think makes an effective CEO in today's landscape?
The, well, the thing I've found, hardest and most impactful or most accelerating when I do it well, which I don't do as often as I should, is communication. Is communication, and especially in our context, as you described, right? There's languages, there's cultures, there's time zones. I was working for this 100-person German company, and I'm now part of a 3,000-person multinational company. Like, I never traveled out of my office before. I never spoke to anybody who wasn't German before, but suddenly now I'm in this. So being able to communicate effectively, motivate effectively, correct effectively thousands of people across multiple countries, multiple cultures, multiple experience frames is the number one accelerant to performance in our company.
Is that the most unique trait that has led to success for you? Right? Because when you're talking about, you have to show somebody who's selling their company that you're the best person. So there's something unique about what you're doing. Is it the communication, or is there something, that a gift that you have just been given with, that is like, I'm that guy to do this?
I would. There's two things. I would say there's two things. I don't know that I'm brilliant at anything. I am extremely resilient. Like, life has made me, very, very resilient. So I'm, against my peers and other people I see, I'm more able to wake up tomorrow after a terrible today and get right back at it, like, quicker than most other people. And I think that's had a positive drag on the company too. Bad things happen in business, bad things happen in the company. So when my team or my organization know that today was bad and they see me bounce back tomorrow and say, okay, it's going to be fine, let's go again. I think I've been able to get us out of the down moments pretty quickly. So I think that's one thing. And the other thing I try very hard to do is translate the aspiration of the company into something that's meaningful for employees. Right? Because I just don't fundamentally believe that employees come to work for the company. That unless maybe, people like Google and Facebook a few years ago, that was the tone that people were so proud that they worked for Google and Facebook. That's not really the case at Forterra. Like, me explaining to 3,000 people, come to work because we're trying to be a €4 billion company. Like, nobody leaves their kids in the morning to come to do that, especially when they don't have to gain what I have to gain. So what I've tried hard to do is figure out how to talk about the fact we do need to become a €4 billion company in a way that you will care about and will make you motivated and excited to come to work. And I spend a lot of time on adjusting the message or adjusting what I'm going to say or write or present so that it lands on employees like that.
So, how do you look at other asset classes, whether it's for business or your own personal investing, like real estate or stocks or crypto? Like, do you indulge in that, or what's your thoughts on those other asset classes?
So personally, I only invest in things I know and understand. I always say that, right? So I know tech. So most of my investments are in tech. I know property. Most of my investments are in property. And then there's like a small handful of things that I did because I was curious or I liked the person. I'm invested in a champagne brand because I'm just, that would be cool. There's a small handful of those things, but tech and property. I didn't do the crypto thing at all. I still don't really understand crypto.
So property, like, talk about that. What's your philosophy on now? Are you buying houses or commercial real estate? Like, what's your...
So what I did for a long time was just as we were getting cash, my wife and I were getting cash, we owned every house we lived in, and we've continued to own every house we ever lived in. So that was one way. And then as we saw deals opportunistically, we bought places and we rent them out. And we were quite liquid buyers, so we were able to get good good deals because we would close quickly. So that is one strategy. Now, one of my two best friends are developers. So they're always out finding properties to buy and adding a lot of value through doing development. So I'm a like cash investor, a passive cash investor alongside them. Like they really know what they're doing. So I'm just a cash investor there.
Does your wife work inside the business?
She works in the foundation. So we've set up a foundation, that's the vehicle through which we do our community work. Back in the community. She runs that.
What I'm thinking is like everybody talks about generational wealth and having a family is part of that, right? Creating sustainability. But when you talk about financial freedom, I wonder for you, is it a number or is it a mindset more so at this level?
It's not a number because how do I explain this? My life now is well beyond the wildest of my wildest dream growing up. So to sit here and say, the number at which life would be good would be like ridiculous. It would be such a ridiculous thing for someone like me to say, coming from where I come from. Mm-hmm. I'm still competing with myself, and the prize in the sport I'm in happens to be money. Like it happens to be exits which attract money. So I'm still trying to see, can I do a 4-bid? Can I build a company to 4-bid? Like that would be pretty cool to do that. And with that comes money. When I think about my life after working, I just think about time, like just having. It's the thing I don't have at the moment. I don't have any time at the moment, so I don't look forward to money or luxury. I just look forward to waking up in the morning and thinking, I might walk my dogs for 2 hours instead of 1. Like that is the thing I'm ultimately trying to attain. Just getting back total time and freedom. I think that's what wealth is: time and choice. That to me is what wealth really is.